Chapter 16, Section 2. So, Christianity is going to spread all over the place during the Roman Empire. Um, Missionaries could travel. You know, that Pax Romana, that Roman peace made it safe. The Roman roads are going to make it easy to travel different places, and most of the people are going to speak either Latin or Greek. Um, the political system, though, the political system in the empire did not favor Christianity. Know, people could worship their gods freely under Roman rule as long as they included worshiping the emperor. Um, that was the rule. And Jews and Christians both refused to worship the emperor as a god. They were both monotheistic. They believed in one God. And the Romans were mad by this. Um, there were other Christian ideas that the Romans didn't like as well. Um, Christians didn't want to serve in the Roman army. Christians didn't want to hold public office in the empire. Um, Christians criticized Roman festivals and games because a lot of the actions people took during them. And Christians said everyone could be um, in heaven if they followed Jesus, not just the rich or the poor or whatever. Um, the Romans are going to blame the Christians for many disasters. Um, when there were plagues, when there were famines, it was easy to just blame the Christians. Um, they were even blamed in 64 AD of starting Rome on fire. Um, and Nero was very glad to blame this on the Christians. Um, the Romans are going to make Christianity illegal. The Romans are going to make Christianity illegal, and there are going to be many Christians that are going to be killed. But some officials ignored that law. So there were some places Christians were able to get along fine. But overall, Christians are going to have it pretty rough in most of the places. And despite all of this hardship created by the empire, um, Christianity still spread. You know, it was very appealing to the poor. It was very appealing to slaves. You know, they liked the idea of a better life after death. And eventually, all classes are going to be attracted to Christianity. After about the year 250 AD, many were tired of war, and many were fearing that the empire was coming to an end. And they admired the courage of the Christian missionaries. They wanted the love and the kindness that Christianity embraced. Christians also begin to be more accepting of the empire, even. As Christianity becomes more accepted in the empire, um, you're going to see some changes. In 312, Constantine I is going to help Christianity in the empire. According to the legend, when Constantine was still a general, so before he was emperor, but when he was still a general, he was about to go into a battle, and he sees a flaming cross in the sky. And written under the cross were these words: "In this sign thou shalt conquer." Constantine won the battle and the throne to be emperor. And he believed that God helped him win, and he ordered crosses painted on all of his soldiers' shields. And Constantine is going to issue something called the Edict of Milan. And this edict is going to give all people freedom of religion, and it's going to make Christianity legal. Constantine's going to have churches built in Rome and Jerusalem. He's going to use Roman governmental money to build Christian schools. Church leaders were allowed to become government officials, and they were also excused from paying taxes. In 392, Emperor Theodosius is going to come after Constantine, and he continues to follow these Christian policies. And in 392, he is going to make Christianity the official religion of the Roman Empire, and all other religions will be outlawed in the empire.